Hey y'all, Tara May here, and I have a DVD horror pack unboxing to share with y'all. I'm a little late on mine. I've been getting over being a little sick, so I know everybody else's is probably already up, but hopefully you still watch mine too. So, okay, with that being said, those of you who don't know what horror pack is already, as I say on all my videos, horror pack at horrorpack.com is a monthly subscription service. You can subscribe to get 4 DVDs or 4 Blu-rays, or you can subscribe to both packages, as there are different titles in the DVDs from what is going to be in the Blu-ray titles. And when you subscribe to these, what you're going to get is 4 random picks. You're not going to know what's in there, and it it's good for beginning collectors, really. I've been doing this about a year now. Most of the titles I get, I don't already have, and considering that I have over 1,300 titles, that's actually pretty good. Um, and if you don't like some of the titles, I'm sure you can find somewhere to trade or sell them or something like that. So let's get with it. Now, they put them, and I opened the box, of course. That way I don't have to fuss with it on here. They put them in these nice little bottle mailer things. So let's see. The first one is going to be Legion of the Dead. Alright, I don't think I know what this one is. Satan's Army Walks the Earth from Artisan DVD. Might be a little bit older than it's Artisan. Let's see, special features right at the top. But William and his sidekick Luke have just started a relaxing trip through the beautiful California desert when they stumble into a small town where, unbeknownst to them, a mysterious tall blonde man and his sadistic henchmen are killing people to create a Legion of the Dead. A crazy quilt of serial killers, bloodsuckers, hunks and babes, and Tarantino-esque attitude, from Fangoria magazine. And fun roller coaster ride bloodbath from Fantasia. So the special features have deleted scenes, the making of Legion of the Dead. It lists some stuff like widescreen presentation, 5.1 and 2.0 Dolby Digital and surround, trailer, director and cast filmographies, interactive menus, scene selections, digitally mastered, photo gallery, subtitles, English and Spanish. So yeah, looks like it was maybe 2001, 2002. So yeah, hadn't seen that. Maybe interesting. Some of these B movies aren't too bad, and Artisan sometimes had some decent titles. So I'll let y'all know what I think of that when I watch it. Probably tweet that. The next one, Pierce Brosnan and Stephen King's Bag of Bones. I think this ran as maybe a mini series or something. I did watch it when it was on cable. I'm gonna say a channel like perhaps TNT or something like that put it out, and it's not one of my favorite Stephen King stories, and it's more along the psychological thriller aspect. It doesn't have much of the supernatural or monsters and stuff. It does have a little bit of ghost stuff in it, but it's part of the mystery. And most of that stuff that kind of haunts him in dreams and whatnot, is part of the mystery. Um, it's not the way a lot of these haunting and ghost movies are done. Sorry, y'all. So let's see. This says, based on the award-winning novel by Stephen King, Stephen King's Bag of Bones is an unforgettable psychological thriller. Two-time Golden Globe Award nominee Pierce Brosnan, Die Another Day, stars as Mike Noonan, a novelist who suffers from writer's block after the death of his wife, Jo, Annabeth Gish, TV's Pretty Little Liars. A dream inspires him to return to the couple's lakeside retreat, hoping to find answers about his wife's sudden death. But he's plagued by the ever-escalating nightmares and mysterious ghostly visitations from Sarah Tidwell, Annika Noni Rose from Dreamgirls, a blues singer whose spirit lingers in the house. As the inhabitants of the dark score lake haunt him, Mike comes to realize that his late wife has still something to tell him. Also has Jason Priestley, Melissa George, and William Shallert from True Blood. It's kind of one of those slow burn a little bit. And it's just enough in the beginning to keep you interested, but it does lull quite a bit. Picks up a lot towards the end once the mysteries start kind of being revealed, from what I remember. This one is directed by Mick Garris, so it probably definitely has that made-for-TV look, which sometimes that can bring a movie down that could have been better. I don't have much against Mick Garris, but some of his films, they really could have been better if they didn't look like that, I don't know how to put it. But yeah, I actually have that one already, but that's okay. Decent film. Check it out if you haven't seen it, especially if you're a Stephen King fan. So let's see. The next one is Virus and Shocker. A lot of big names in some of these. We got Jamie Lee Curtis, William Baldwin, and Donald Sutherland in Virus. And we've got, in Wes Craven's Shocker, Michael Murphy, Peter Berg, and Cammie Cooper. And Mitch Pileggi. You all might remember him from X-Files. He played sort of their boss of Scully and Mulder. He's in this as kind of the bad guy. You see him right there on the cover, actually. I believe I already have this DVD, or at least I know I have these movies, and I think both have made it to Blu-ray by now. But Shocker was sort of, Wes Craven ripped off his own Nightmare on Elm Street, in my opinion, when he did that. It was too similar. I mean, sure, it's a different kind of bad guy, and this one's, electricity instead of he died by fire and gets you in your dreams, but he still kind of comes back and haunts the same way. The guy that's the main guy is still sort of plagued the same way. He has to kind of solve it, and it goes into some of that supernatural element where it's kind of like another world or something. You kind of get it. It's not a dream world, but it's, something. I don't remember much about Virus. I know I've seen it a couple times. I never seem to remember this one, which probably says a lot. So yeah, I mean, Shocker's not the best Wes Craven movie. It's not the worst one, unfortunately, but, it's not the best one. And Virus, yeah, no, it's okay. It's worth watching once. And if you haven't seen Shocker, it's a good one. I'm sorry, it's a good one to make fun of. It's really not that good. But, oh well. Not too bad. Like I said, I do own it, so. Alright. Oh, and now the screaming starts. Oh, I like seeing that. The Euroshock collection. The Dead Hand That Crawls, Kills, and Lives. Now, I'd like to see them put more titles like this in there. I don't have this one yet. A terrifying secret darkens the halls of Fengriffin Estate, where beautiful young bride Catherine, Stephanie Beachman, finds her romantic wedding night turning into horror when she's ravaged by an eyeless ghost. Meanwhile, a disembodied hand lurks in the darkest corners of the house, unbeknownst to Catherine's aristocratic husband, Charles Ian Ogilvy. As the newlyweds soon discover, the Fenn-Griffin bloodline has been tainted by a vicious curse passed down from generation to generation, and only with the help of Dr. Pope, Peter Cushing, can the latest victims hope to conquer a supernatural evil which has been lying in wait for centuries. A stellar cast, breathtaking period settings, and chilling special effects highlight this stylishly gothic shocker from Britain's Amicus Studios, who also brought you Tales from the Crypt and Asylum. Bolt your doors, secure your windows, and turn down the lights. It's time to scream. Special features, feature-length audio commentary with actor Ian Ogilvy and film historian Darren Gross, original theatrical trailer, and a photo gallery. Now I'd like to see them start including more of these. That's pretty cool, they saved the best for last on that one. I really enjoyed the old Tales from the Crypt from the 70s, British release, and Vault of Horror as well. Amicus did a lot of those kind of anthology movies, and they did them pretty well, actually. The short little stories kind of kept you, where if they tried to make a full length out of the little story, probably wouldn't have been able to hold your attention, but I'm hoping that this one's as good as some of those, so I'm pretty excited to get that, and I didn't have that one yet. So, there you have it. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, please hit a like, and you can subscribe if you haven't subscribed to me already. And you can also follow me on Twitter at TaraMay79. Same as my handle on here, just lowercase all letters. Yeah. And, yeah, let me know what you think. And if you've seen some of these, or, if you disagree with me, that's fine. But until next time, I will see you later.